in chair 1, FPvSlacker. That's Mark Slack from Anchorage, Alaska. Hazardfpv has not shown up. We are expecting him later in the day, so he'll show up on the scoring, but he will not be there. FpvDrift is in chair number 3. That's Wes Frymuth from Eagle River, Alaska. And in chair number 4 will be FPV Free, Caleb Lofstrom from here in Alaska as well. So we'll bring it back to the track as they're setting their quads up on the starting blocks, and that is on the right side of the hurdle. So as we said earlier, they're going to be running backwards here. So starting from the hurdle, they're going to run it to the right on your screen as they're walking there through the gate, what we would call gate number 2. It's now gate number 1 with the scoring on there. So all the names of the gates, I'll probably be getting wrong most of the day, but we'll do our best to call them. I may just call them as they were, and we'll get used to what that is. So you're going to come through that first gate, through the chicanes, and then what would have normally been the starting gate, and then back around the backside. So we'll see how that pans out as these guys go throughout the day. Okay, our pilots are set up and they are ready to go. They've got the spotters put together. We have good videos for them, and we are now awaiting the starting tone.
All right, let's kick this off on the tone. Let's race.
And there they go. There's 3 quads off the blocks into the air, and we are through the starting gate. Pretty tight spacing right now. All 3 on the front line, and it is FVPSlacker has hit the first gate. He was kind of straddling it there, and then it kind of peeled off and went into the dirt. So that looks like that's gonna maybe do it for him, although there is some video there. FpvDrift now impacting a gate back on the backstretch. FPvSlacker is back up and flying. So very shaky video, but we'll see if he can make his way through that. FPvDrift is also down, and it's just FPV Free right now back on the back track there. So we'll come back to those other guys when we get them back up into the air. For now, it's just FPV Free, the lone man standing out there as he makes his way through the course, over the hurdle and on to lap number 2 for him. So no video from FpvSlacker. FpvDrift doesn't see, and he does have it back up in the air. So FpvDrift is also now flying, or he was, and now he's back onto the ground. So we're back over to FPV Free, trying to make his way through the course. It's a bit tricky. It's running it backwards here. So having to relearn the course. So you can see there's cones on the ground down there, but they don't show up that great sometimes in the video. So 2 minutes is now up, and FPV Free will get 10 points if he can finish this lap here. Going a little high on the corkscrew. He has recovered though, coming back through the second gate of the corkscrew. Bringing it back around. And over the hurdle, 1 more to go, and FPV Free has finished the race, the lone man standing.
All pilots are finished.
So there it is, FPV Free there with 2 laps, and he will be first on the board there. We'll bring up the race day standings in 4 races. It's FPV Free with 10 points to start the day off.